Hello and welcome to another edition of Deal Hunter. I'm your host, Mitch Flax. Alongside of me, Tom Staub. Always good to see you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And always good to see you, Mr. Rob Anderson from BV Capital. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Mitch.
Man, a lot of inquiring minds want to know. I'd love to hear the thoughts coming out of BV Capital, what you guys are thinking in this environment. I recently just saw the post that you threw up on LinkedIn that we're in a cold, that the real estate industry isn't necessarily, sick, but we're in a cold. I like that. I don't know if that's because you're in a cold and you're all sniffly.
No, that is true. Hopefully I don't come off that way. But everyone thinks we're in this massive real estate bubble. This is not 2008. I was trying to illustrate that. This is there's a lot of differences there. If you want to get started with that, we can. One thing I really like to point out to people is the inflationary effect, right? So home prices have gone up a lot, but they're only up about 2% higher than their relative to their replacement cost. People don't take into account the replacement cost. That's important whether it's commercial real estate or residential real estate, right? And that's what inflation does, is it raises all of that. So as your replacement cost goes up, so does your house or the building or whatever you're doing. And that's where I think a lot of people have missed, because the cost of just materials and labor that go into replacing that. What we love to do is brag about if we're able to buy something below replacement cost. To us, that's a good buy, especially in the commercial world, right? And so people see these rising home prices and think, oh, it's a bubble, it's a bubble. Well, what's pushing the price is the rising replacement costs. And that's where I think a lot of people have missed. So we really think that our price is going to continue to go up. No, I think they're going to, well, it depends on what market you're in, right? But they're going to stabilize, but what's going to continue to go up is rent. And there's a lot of differences between this time and 2008. We don't have this massive overbuilding that we had back in 2008. If anything, we have an underbuilding that's happened prior to right now. So it's a very different environment.
Do you think building has actually slowed down at this point?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yes, it has.
Do you find that it's because money is scared? Are we waiting it out? Or what are some of the reasons perhaps why investors are sitting on the sidelines? And is that perhaps because of the LPs are sitting on the sidelines? Capital's drying up for the GPs?
No, I'd say it's more the debt markets. Deals are more expensive. They're harder to finance. You'll always find people who want to invest. Now, there's a group of people that are a little nervous for sure, but you're always going to have that. In a raging bull market, you're going to find people that are nervous. And so I'd say it's more the financing cost.
Yeah, Mitch. I mean, I'll tell you, I talk to builders all the time, the nationals, the local guys. There is no way in hell these guys are going to be back to 2008 in any risk whatsoever. So basically, frame or before, pause. Right. So, and a lot of the supply numbers that we're seeing include those homes that are 30% of the way built. Right. And if you go to Zillow and you see what's out there in the market for the supply, it's basically these dilapidated houses from the 70s and 80s that no one wants because they require work. You really can't find a quality product in the market today.
You bring up a great point. I think that's definitely one of the things that I'm seeing, that quality and location matter more than anything right now. And I think, those three laws of real estate, where it's the first one, location, second location, the third location, I think that really is coming more into play, because ultimately folks were kind of forced out from where they wanted to live. And now perhaps it might present an opportunity for them to live in.